Clair Obscur Expedition 33, or simply Expedition 33, is the debut game from independent game studio Sandfall Entertainment and published by Kepler Interactive. It's scheduled for release on Xbox Series S and X, PlayStation 5, Epic Games Store and Steam in 2025 and will launch on Xbox Game Pass, by which time I will be 34. The game has been in development for 4 years under the codename Project W, starting as a team of 6 and growing to around 30, partly moving from Paris to Montpellier during development. Here's the game synopsis from Sandfall. Lead the members of Expedition 33 on their quest to destroy the Paintress so that she can never paint death again. Explore a world of wonders inspired by Belle Epoque France and battle unique enemies in this turn-based RPG with real-time mechanics. And also from Kepler Interactive. Inspired by beloved classic fantasy JRPGs and action games alike, Expedition 33 sets itself apart with immersive, reactive turn-based battles, a mature and moving narrative, and a stunning, evocative art style inspired by French and Parisian art and architecture. Expedition 33 chronicles a desperate mission to bring an end to a repeated mass-culling event similar to the premise of Logan's Run, in which everyone who reaches the age of 30 is killed. In this world, however, the maximum age is reduced by 1 every year. A giant figure called the Paintress wakes and paints upon her monolith her cursed number. Everyone of that age turns to smoke and fades away. I don't know about you, but I can't help but think of Thanos. Expedition 33 is not the 33rd such venture, but rather the one that aligns with the monolith displaying the number 33. A party of 6 playable characters go on this journey. From this shot, that doesn't seem to be the entirety of Expedition 33, but CL seems to think everyone else is dead. Follow the trail of previous expeditions and discover their fate. The game's setting, revolving around the city of Lumière, is a blend of reality and fantasy. A hauntingly beautiful world, inspired by Belle Epoque France, but also featuring wildly imaginative vistas such as underwater landscapes and floating islands. Lumière appears to have its own version of the Eiffel Tower and the Arc de Triomphe, cleft in two. From Wikipedia, Belle Epoque, or Beautiful Era, was the French and European time period between the end of the Franco-Prussian War in 1871 and the outbreak of World War I in 1914, during the French Third Republic. This was a period characterised by optimism, enlightenment, regional peace, economic prosperity, colonial expansion, and technological, scientific, and cultural innovations. In this era of France's cultural and artistic climate, particularly in Paris of that time, the arts markedly flourished, and numerous masterpieces of literature, music, theatre, and visual art gained extensive recognition. The Belle Epoque was so named in retrospect when it began to be considered a continental European golden age, in contrast to the horrors of the Napoleonic Wars and World War I. Clair Obscur relates to the artistic distribution of light and dark masses in a picture, or more generally the contrast of light and dark. Chiaroscuro is a similar concept that anyone who has played Life is Strange should be familiar with. Additionally, the Clair Obscur effect is an optical illusion witnessed when light and shadow interact with the moon's surface features to trick the eye into seeing something that isn't really there. This may hold relevance as one of the game's characters is named Lune, French for moon. From the Xbox Wire article, Expedition 33 opens in the city of Lumière, the last city of humanity, where everyone knows the age when they will die. Once a year, the Paintress wakes and paints a number on her monolith. This number represents an age, the age of everyone who will soon be erased. Year by year, this number ticks down, more people die, and old age is not so old anymore. Soon the Paintress will wake again and paint 33, condemning everyone of that age to a gentle death. But with only 1 year left to live, the members of Expedition 33 embark on a quest to destroy the Paintress. You'll play as Gustave and his fellow expeditioners on their impossible quest to end the Paintress's cycle of death. Your journey will take you through a vast and beautiful fantasy world where you'll battle deadly adversaries, befriend fabled creatures, and discover traces of the expeditioners who came before you. Along the way, you'll grow your bond with your fellow expeditioners and piece together their personal stories of heart and heartache. Together, you'll strive to unravel the mystery of the Paintress, a desperate and seemingly hopeless undertaking that has eluded generations of expeditioners. You'll explore an enchanting realm and wander through breathtaking landscapes, from the sombre, Paris-inspired city of Lumière to the stunning island of visages, and to the haunting Forgotten Battlefield, discovering secrets and hidden quests along the way. The Forgotten Battlefield may be the scene in the trailer featuring a large pile of what are seemingly statues wearing expeditioner outfits, perhaps turned to stone as in the myth of Medusa. It's interesting that the paintress is associated with people being erased due to the number that she paints, but perhaps she isn't the one causing it. Regardless, I don't see this game having a happy ending. This experience is going to hurt. We'll get to know and love characters and then see them die. Think Halo Reach. Gustav believes that the expedition is an impossible mission, yet is on board regardless. The setting is perhaps the most existentially terrifying I have ever seen, the noose tightening year by year. If a couple aged 18 decided to have a child now, they will be an orphan at age 9, and die at 18. That's why Gustav is horrified about the fate of the children, and wants to leave behind a better world for them. The way things are, his adopted sister Maëlle will only live to 25. The next generation, the last people alive, will be scared children. Per the game's website, in this evolution of JRPGs, real-time actions enhance the heart of turn-based combat. Build your party and level up 6 characters. Craft unique builds for your expeditioners that fit your playstyle via gear, stats, skills, and character synergies. Open an active dimension in combat. Dodge, parry, and counter in real time. Chain combos by mastering attack rhythms, and target enemy weak points using a free aim system. How this looks in gameplay footage appears to be a blend of Persona and Final Fantasy X's dynamic turn-based menu gameplay, alongside action prompts similar to Final Fantasy VIII's Limit Break QuickTime events, but drastically expanded as more engaging set-piece moments. When it is your turn, you can choose between attack, skills, and items, much like many classic turn-based RPGs. However, there is also the option to aim. When under attack, one can gradient, parry, dodge, or jump. Classes include Engineer, Mage, and Warrior. The lead developers were clearly heavily inspired by great JRPG titles of the past, with favourite games listed on the website including Persona 3, Final Fantasy VIII, Golden Sun, Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door, and Chrono Trigger. Sandfall's X account also celebrated Chrono Trigger's anniversary, a game that is a popular contender for the best JRPG ever made. Multiple citations of The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, along with Final Fantasy VIII, evoke the same sense of existential dread as Expedition 33 appears to be attempting to convey. From the Xbox Wire article, at Sandfall we're huge fans of turn-based RPGs, action games and Souls-likes. For Expedition 33 we wanted to create something unique that combines the depth of a turn-based game with the thrill of executing a dodge or a perfect parry. And so was born our unique reactive turn-based battle system. Each member of the expedition has a distinct playstyle with their own unique mechanic. You will be able to further customize each character's stat growth, expansive skill tree, and gear alongside a wide range of learnable passive traits, offering endless opportunities to fine-tune your preferred strategies. We can't wait to see what crazy builds you come up with, but strategy alone won't suffice. To reach the Paintress, you will also need to master the defense systems. During the enemy's turn, you can dodge, parry, or jump above enemy attacks in real time, allowing you to land devastating counterattacks. Mastering enemy patterns will ensure your victory, and who knows, maybe you'll even finish the battle without taking any damage and earn additional experience. Additionally, the free aim system allows you to shoot at enemies' weak points, offering you a substantial advantage against the hardest foes or flying enemies. We believe that whether you are an action RPG fan or a turn-based fan, or both, you will enjoy the unique combination that Expedition 33 offers. We focused on creating a challenging, rewarding combat system that will make every battle an enthralling encounter. A maximum of 3 characters appear to be able to fight in any one battle, and the order of turns is shown at the top left. Portraits are shown at the bottom right, along with health bars, blue bars, possibly denoting an ability resource, and an indication of stance. Button prompts also appear on screen along with menus for both turn-based and reactive attacks and other abilities. Skills expend a number of charges and can be activated by pressing a particular button indicated in the menu. Some generate charges. Parries and gradients appear to generate charges while dodges and jumps do not. Combat often requires precisely timed button presses. In the trailer, this syncs with the music, but it's unclear if this is true of gameplay or is just a creative choice for the trailer. Gustav, resourceful and dedicated engineer. Gustav grew up feeling suffocated by the Paintress's constant presence in Lumiere. As an engineer, he has dedicated his life to the city's defence and agricultural systems, striving to protect and provide for his people. Now, as an expeditioner, he devotes his final year of life to defeating the Paintress and reclaiming a future for Lumiere's children. His combat style appears to involve the use of heavy blades and guns.
One hopeless mission. Destroy the Paintress, so she can never paint death again.
We'll break the cycle, so she can't steal anyone else's future.
In development, he appears to have been called Verso, and at one point had a white mohawk. He is voiced by Ben Starr, known for playing Clive Rosfield in Final Fantasy XVI. Lune, passionate scholar and mage. The daughter of prominent researchers, Lune has a deep thirst for knowledge and has sacrificed everything to complete her parents' work. Her one goal is to unravel the mystery of the Paintress. Entrusted with charting a path for the expedition, Lune feels keenly the weight of responsibility and the stakes involved. She cannot and will not allow the expedition to fail. From the gameplay shown, she appears to be able to wield the elements of fire and ice in attacks and can even fly, leaving behind magical contrails with glowing limbs. She can collect stains by casting spells, and these accrue on her combat portrait, reminiscent of Impa's sigils in Age of Calamity.
This world is full of wonders.
In development, Lune had long blue hair. Strangely, there appears to be a correlation between magic and bare skin, with a glove not worn on the hand that each character uses magic with. Lune seems to walk around barefoot and is able to conjure magic from her feet too. Weird, and can't be comfortable for walking. Ciel, cheerful and serene warrior. A farmer turned teacher, Ciel is warm and outgoing, enjoying life day by day. She is at ease with death, having long accepted the brutality of their world, but her teasing smile masks a dark and painful past. Though deeply committed to the expedition, she is untroubled by the spectre of failure. They will do all in their power, and it will either be enough, or it won't. Her combat style appears to involve the use of a combination staff and scythe, able to perform magic using cards.
Do you mean we're the only ones left?
Maëlle, shy loner, eager to fly. Orphaned at age 3, Maëlle has never felt at home in Lumiere. She has difficulty connecting with and trusting others, but has come to appreciate her foster brother Gustave. At 16 years of age, Maëlle is significantly younger than the other expeditioners. Unlike them, she views the expedition as her chance to explore the world beyond Lumiere and finally forge her own destiny. From the gameplay shown, her combat style appears to be very agile with small blades, and she also appears to be able to wield magic. Her portrait in combat displays a stance unlike other characters.
Yet everywhere we go, we walk with death. We're not dying!
In development, Maëlle had bright white hair. She has been semi-confirmed to be voiced by Jennifer English, known for playing Shadowheart in Baldur's Gate 3 and Latenna in Elden Ring. There's also this eldritch-looking furry robot thing here that seems to be the 5th party member, also seen on this promotional art. To me, it kind of looks like a blend of a Tonberry, a Geth, and the Green Sage. There is of course also the Paintress, although we know next to nothing about her. Sandfall Entertainment was founded in 2020 by former Ubisoft employees Guillaume Broche and Tom Guillamine. The leadership was later joined by Francois Maurice, Jennifer Svenberg-Yen, Nicholas Maxon Francombe, and Lorient Testard. The community can expect us to always deliver games that we are proud of. We love single-player narrative games with well-written characters, an engaging story, a unique art direction, and deep yet fun gameplay. We really hope that our first project will be loved and played by as many gamers as possible, because we are really pouring all our hearts into it. The soundtrack by Lorient Testard blends blissful romantic-era soundscapes and melodies with modern orchestral bombast and screaming guitars. The trailer music is available to hear on Sandfall's YouTube channel, Testard's SoundCloud, and major streaming platforms, alongside 3 other tracks, one of which is a crazy 11 minutes long. The music's vocals are provided by Elise Dupont-Bessiere and Victor Borba. Borba is known for being the vocalist on the track Bury the Light from Devil May Cry 5. The lyrics are written in an unusual variation of French, which I've yet to fully figure out, but they seem to talk about the party characters. I'll have another video coming up to hopefully talk about those lyrics. I've been incredibly impressed by every element of this game demonstrated so far. story premise, the art and world building, combat gameplay, writing and voice acting, animations, character expressions, soundtrack and sound design, lighting, enemy variety, and ability effects. It just looks absolutely amazing for a game made by a fairly small indie team in what will have been 5 years, a testament to the talent of those behind it, the power of Unreal Engine 5, and what developers who seek to make works of art can do when not curtailed by publisher demands. Once again, the game is coming to Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, Epic Games Store and Steam, and will be playable at launch on Xbox Game Pass. The minimum PC requirements are Windows 10, AMD Ryzen 5 1600X 6-core, 8GB of RAM, and a NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1070 Ti. The recommended specs are Windows 11, AMD Ryzen 5 7600X 6-core, 16GB of RAM, and a NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3070. 55GB storage space is required. Audio is in English, with subtitles in English, French, German, Italian, Spanish, Chinese simplified, Japanese, Korean, Polish, Brazilian Portuguese, and Russian. Stay tuned for more updates on this game, please do subscribe and hit the bell for notifications, and like I said, I'll have an upcoming video to talk about the lyrics of the music. Bye!